everybody. I welcome you to another exciting edition on Family TV. My name is Eyi Okunjemiruwa. Family life is all about relationship, and there is need for love for the family life to grow. Love is actually the life wire upon which the family life is built on. Love is needed for every family because the family breathes on love. It is the foundation upon which the family is built on. And when you discover that there is no love in a particular family, you find out that something is lacking in that family. Therefore, today I would like to consider the topic, the 5 love language. There is need for us to look at this love language because you find out that in certain families, people express love, but the other person does not get to accept that love that is being expressed because the language is not being spoken. What therefore is the love language? Humans have psychological needs and we relate in psychologically. Therefore, we all have different psychological makeup at which that depends on which we relate and respond to things. We are going to consider 5 love languages. The first I have on my list is affirmative words. Now, before I begin to look at these 5 love languages, this love language it talks about the way at which someone is going to love you, the way they express love to you, and the way you receive love. Everybody have a particular way of receiving love, and if that love language is spoken, you will feel love. For some persons, when they are being spoken to in a particular love language, they don't feel love because that is not their love language. So it is very expedient that every member of the family, the husband, the wife, the children, understand the love language of everybody in the family so that the love can flow unhindered. Now, let's look at affirmative words. What are affirmative words? These are words of encouragement. People whose love language is affirmative words, they like to hear positive words. They like to hear encouraging words like I love you, you are beautiful, you are wonderful. They love pet words like sweetheart, honey, sugar. When you say such things to them, they feel love, they are happy. Now, the opposite of this love language is when you use negative words for such people. So when you use negative words for such people, you are communicating hatred. So for such people whose love language is affirmative words, please avoid using negative words. Avoid nagging them. Avoid telling them negative things like you are ugly, you are too fat, you are not beautiful, you are not good enough, you are not the best, you are too ugly, you don't know how to do things. When you tell such people such things, you just bring down their morale and they feel that you do not love them. Even though you love them, you give them the whole world, you buy them everything, they will never understand that you love them because their love language is affirmative words. For those people whose love language is affirmative words, just keep reassuring them, encourage them, always tell them you love them, and they will forever cherish you because that is their love language. Number 2, acts of service. For those whose love language is acts of service, they like it when you do something for them. They want you to always be at their beck and call. If you help them to clean their shoe, they are happy. They interpret it that you love them. If you help them to wash their plates, they are happy. If you help them to run errands, little errands, they are happy. Some other persons may just do it and they don't read any meaning to it, but for such persons that have acts of service as their love language, they feel so happy, they feel so loved that wow, you can go out of your way to run an errand for me, you can go out of your way to wash clothes for me. For husbands whose love language is acts of service, when you iron their clothes, you wash their clothes, you help them polish their shoes, you clean their room, they are very happy. They don't just see that you respect them, they see that you love them, that you can go out of your way to outrightly clean their room, to do things for them, to tidy up their stuffs. They are always happy. For wives whose love language is acts of service, you can go to the market for her, you can help her run groceries, you can you can you can just help her take care of the children. You can help her to trash the dustbin, do laundry for her. She will be happy. She's not taking you as the houseboy, but she's interpreting it that you love her so well. That is why you can go out of your way to do these little things for her. Oh, she's tired, honey, please help me buy something, and you just get up and you go and buy that thing for her. She interprets it as love. She doesn't see it that you are just doing it for men doing it, but you are doing it because you love her. Then number 3 is gifts, giving of gifts. Some persons, they love gifts. When you buy them something, they interpret it as gift, but for some other persons, they do not interpret it as love. They interpret it as love because they feel that you are thinking of them. For you to spend your money on them shows you love them. For those whose love language is gift giving, please buy them gift. Most of the time, it's not really about the amount of money that is spent on the gift. It's about the thoughtfulness that is put into buying the gift. Maybe you're just coming back from work. You can buy suya, you can buy shawarma, you can buy a wristwatch, you can buy a dress, you can buy a shoe. All of these things, the person is thinking that, oh, he's thinking of me, she's thinking of me. That is why he or she is able to remember that I need a particular gift at that particular time. So if your spouse love language is gift giving, please shower that person with gift. If you are not doing so and you are busy doing acts of service, the fellow will not interpret it as love. So please take note of the love language and start doing it instead of doing the other love language like acts of service, like acts of service, giving gift. Do the particular love language that your spouse like, and you will see how loved the person will be. Number 4, quality time and togetherness. People whose love language is quality time and togetherness, they like you to just spend time with them. Let's spend time talking. Let's spend time fellowshipping together. Let's just spend time doing things together. Even though we don't have to be talking all day, we could play a game together. We could just be pressing our phone together. If we want, if we are in the kitchen, let's cook together. Even though you are not helping me doing anything, just stay with me in the kitchen. Let me cook the food. I just want you to be in my presence. Those people whose love language is quality time and acts of togetherness, they like their spouse to always be with them. You can buy them the whole world, they won't appreciate it. They want you to just be by their side. You can run errands for them, go to the market for them, do everything for them, but they won't feel the love as much as your presence. It is you that they need. They want you to be by themselves. For such people, even though there is no money, they don't feel it. They just want you to be with them. They want you to talk to them. They want both of you to converse. They want you to do things together. So if your spouse love language is quality time, please, if you are not spending time with your spouse, you are just defrauding her, because he or she will never feel loved. You will think maybe you don't love them. That's why you are not giving them their time, and there will be a problem. Then lastly, physical touch. As easy as that may be, simple as that may be, some people's love language is physical touch. They like it when you touch them. They want to be hugged, especially women. They want you to touch them. Now, naturally, women need more touch than men. Keep touching a woman. Just hug them. Put a pat at their back. Tell them they are great. When they are doing something, just go there, pat their back, rub their back. Some people, that is what they need. When they've done a great job, don't just tell them you are good, you are great. Just go there, hug them. So for such people whose love language is physical touch, they want you to always hold them while they are walking. You can't be at the front and they are at the back. They want to walk with you on the same pace. They want to hold hands together with you. They want to lie down on the bed with you and put their hands around your body. That is their love language. If you don't hold them, you have done a very bad thing to them. To them, you don't love them. That's why you cannot touch them. It has nothing to do with romance. It's just their love language. Now, what's the essence of understanding your spouse love language? Everybody speaks one or two or more love languages, depending on how we were brought up, the psychological makeup of each person. So it is very necessary that you understand the love language of your spouse. You can start by observing the person. What makes them happy? when you do a particular thing? Is it when you praise them? Is it when you encourage them? Is it when you tell them nice words? You see that spark in them, you see them that they are very happy? Or is it when you buy them something that they are all excited? You need to start taking note of the things they do. Or is it when you go out of your way to do something for them and you see that they are very happy? Or is it when you touch them? Or is it when you spend time with them? Just try to take note of the things that you do that makes your spouse to be happy. Now, when you do the opposite of all of these things, the result of it is that your spouse will interpret it as hatred, that you do not love them. That is why you are speaking the opposite of their love language. And another thing you need to understand is, if you do not speak the love language of your spouse to your spouse, and you are able to speak it to outsiders, your spouse consider it that you are neglecting their need and you are cheating on them. For example, you buy gift for outsiders, you don't buy for your spouse, you are cheating. You spend time talking to outsiders, you don't talk to your spouse, you are cheating. For example, you praise outsiders, you use good words on outsiders, you don't use such words on your spouse, you are cheating on them. You even touch outsiders, which is actually wrong, and you don't touch your spouse, that is actually adultery, you are cheating. So I beg you, please take time to study the love language of your spouse. Then you can actually do this. Ask your spouse, what makes you happy? That you have learned about the love languages: quality time, acts of service, giving gift, physical touch, affirmative words. All of these things, explain to your spouse, which of these things will I do that will make you very happy? Then there's something else I would like to explain. Some people do not know how to receive a love language that is not their love language. They don't know how to receive love if it's not their love language. I also want you to grow beyond the borders of the love language you have learned over time. If your spouse is not the type that give gifts and is the type that spends quality time, please enjoy it. But the best thing is this: pick the exact love language of your spouse, and you will see the spark of love is going to burn, is going to flow. When you are able to speak the exact love language, it will be better. I would like to mention, concerning our children, as parents, it is best for you to speak all love language. That's the reason why some of us have problems in marriage, because our parents did not speak any love language, or they spoke at most one love language to us. So we grew so stereotyped, understanding just a particular love language. Then when you get married, you start having problem. Your husband is not buying you gift, you think he doesn't love you. Your husband is not talking to you, you think he doesn't love you. So for your children to have a very healthy love life, start speaking all love language to them. They will grow up to understand that the affirmative word is a love language, quality time is a love language. So any love language that their spouse speaks to them, they will be able to understand it, and they will also be able to speak all love languages. I hope this is helpful. I've been able to talk about the love languages and how it helps family. Remember, love is the life wire of every family. A family breathes on love. If love is missing and lacking in your home, please do something about it. It's not because you do not love your spouse. It could be because you really do not understand what the love language is, and you have not been speaking the right love language. I encourage you today, please start speaking the proper love language of your spouse. Do you know the love language of your spouse? That is an assignment. Please go and find that. Till I come your way next time, I remain Ehio Kunjemiruwa. From me to you, I say, God bless you. Shalom.